2 minutes late. I hate that. How y'all doing? I was hanging in hanging at home, and one of Willa's favorite songs these days is a song called Letter that we recorded out in Austin. But it also happens to be the first song that I ever sang to her, like in the hospital, day one. It's pretty awesome. She calls it the Karina song because she likes to fiddle on the recording. We were in the kitchen yesterday, and she asked me if I'd go get the guitar and play it for her, and she asked me if I could play it while she sang it. It's pretty pretty awesome. Can I get a nightmare for the sunrise? A cold beer at the end of the day. A late night hang with a friend of mine, and all the things that don't need saying. A simple song I could sing along, my belongings on my back. Feeling alright when I turn out the light. Can I get an amen for that? You're the sweetest thing that I ever did see. Like a pretty star on a movie screen, like brand new chrome in the sunshine gleaming. You are perfect like a bacon fry, the sun coming up over my campfire. If you'd have told me so, I'd have called you a liar. Yes, I should have known better. I need another amen to finish this letter. Can you get an amen for my family, for the moon and the stars above, for the rock and roll station on the radio, playing all the old songs I love, the road I chose, no one goes, that brought me across your path, for the miles we'll drive for being alive. Can I get an amen for that? You're the sweetest thing that I ever did see, like a pretty star on a movie screen, like brand new chrome in the sunshine gleaming. You are perfect like a bacon fry, the sun coming up over my campfire. If you'd have told me so, I'd have called you a liar. And I love you like syrup running off my cakes. Gonna hold you close through the burns and the breaks, build our dreams from the love we make. You have my heart forever. I need another amen to finish this letter. Hi. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Happy Tuesday. For those of you who did not tune in to our marathon gathering doubleheader show at Cafe Lena on Sunday, or have not been following us on social media this weekend, or didn't come out in person to shows in Manchester, Oswego, and Saratoga Springs, we had an awesome, crazy adventure of a weekend. We did not have Poche with us. Poche is convalescing from finger injury that he has had for over a year now. He's been struggling, playing through pain, and his tyrant boss never takes any time off, which is a problem. So he's kind of on the home stretch of 6 weeks of rest, man, I've been checking in. Last time I checked in with him, at least it was maybe a week or two ago. He said he was feeling pretty good and missing playing and ready to come back, which is great. But we had these band shows booked for a long time in this last weekend, and so we called our friend Nash from. He lives in Rome, New York, and he's a guy that we know from a band called the Old Main, who's been a Ramble band, who's opened up for us a bunch of times over the years, and awesome bass player. He's an upright player. I mean, he does everything, but his favorite is upright, and he just brought the upright out. It was the first time ever that the Ezra group played concerts with an upright bass, and it was so much fun. He was great. I mean, every time, right? Luckily for us, right? We are not a band that is dependent on having a very, very specific sound, playing songs a specific way. In fact, we work hard to play songs differently night to night, and we work hard to incorporate into our shows things that challenge us and take us out of our comfort zone. So when you replace one of a quartet with a new person, right, it changes everything. It changes every aspect of every song, which for us musicians that love being creative in the moment, it is an awesome challenge. I mean, don't get me wrong, we can't wait. All of us can't wait to play with Poche again. You know, our brother, amazing, gifted human being, and we feel lucky to get to play with every single night. But it was so much fun to just try and figure it out with some new blood on stage. Fun adventures. We were also joined on Friday by Jeff Kazee from the Asbury Jukes, Southside Johnny's band. He's been their band leader for, 20-something years. An amazing keyboard player and singer and songwriter and performer, just a monster talent. And he opened up the show. For those of you that were in Manchester, it was so much fun just watching Jeff's set, and then we had him come up and hang with us. It just felt good. It's crazy, right? Everything that we get to do these days, it just seems like things get more and more fun. You would think after 25 years of doing this, right? Especially the rocky journey that I have had. I'd be tired, bored, jaded. I don't know, one of those things. It just keeps getting more and more fun. And I can't believe it, but in 2 days, I get to get on a plane and go to Germany for 5 shows. There are 5 shows worth of people in Germany that want to hear me play my music for them. I mean, that's bananas. Anyways, I took down a bottle just to celebrate with y'all tonight. Cheers. It's been a while since I've had whiskey on Tuesday night with you. Maybe that's not true. I can't really remember. So, for those of you who haven't tuned in to a Tuesday night gathering in a while, we've been having some fun. We've been talking about a lot of new music that's been coming out and that is going to be coming out. We've been talking about the new album that we have been finishing up, that we recorded in Austin, Texas. You know, I keep going back to the mixes. Like, I'll take some days away from it. It took about 5 days away from it. And then I came back and I was listening because I was driving Willa to school and she requested the Karina song. So I just started listening to all the songs again. I'm so psyched. I'm so psyched for this batch of music. It's just turned into a fun recording that I'm super proud of and I'm excited to share with you all. And so we've been playing through all of the different songs on the album. I believe that there is 2 we haven't gotten to yet. So that's on our to-do list today. And I'm just kind of excited to just take an easy evening hanging with y'all before flying across the pond. I think I'm going to try to gather from Germany during one of the shows. And I think it'll have to be, so, okay, we're going to do 2 things. I just came up with this plan now. But this Sunday, I am playing, I can't remember the town, but it was one of the places that we played last year. And I think they call it the Upstage. And it is modeled after the venue in Asbury Park. And it's like a super Bruce Springsteen super fan out there that has built a music venue in his barn that is incredible, actually, and beautiful and super cool. Karina and I went there to play we played 2 shows in Germany last year. We played that in another place, and there were like 150 people at that show. It was so much fun. So that's going to be this coming Sunday, I believe. I think Robin's on. She'll correct me if I'm blowing this, but I'll try to gather from that show on Sunday. I'll take you with me to Germany. That'll be super fun. A bit of a time difference, so I'm not sure when that show is starting, but if it starts at 8 o'clock, it'll be it'll be a 2 p.m. show or something like that, or a 3 p.m. show on Sunday afternoon. That'll be our gathering. That'll be fun. I'm a little bit nervous about these shows, just because I feel like a lot of the connection that happens, I mean, there's connection through the music, but there's also just connection through this, what we're doing right now, talking, and not a lot of my audience will not speak English, so there's like this huge piece of the art form that will be missing, right? It's really interesting. And even for the English speakers there are, right? I think that when I right? There's a lot of different levels of English speaking, and I'm going to want to speak slowly and clearly. Not use a lot of weird American colloquialisms that are going to confuse people. So it'll be interesting to have you all on board. I wonder what the show will feel like to you. And then on Tuesday, a week from today, at this particular time, at 8 o'clock, it will be like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. No, I mean, if I'm going to gather at this time, I've got to go forward 6 hours, right? So it'll be 2 a.m. or something like that, right? So it's actually a night off for me in between shows. So my mission is going to be to find a really cool place to hang at 2 a.m. Either that, maybe it would be cooler if I found a good spot to do a sunrise gathering in Germany, right? Because 6 a.m. will be noon here. That'll be, no, did I just get that wrong again? Yeah, you're right. Sunrise. Oh, why is my math so bad? 6 a.m. would not work for you all. It would be like midnight. In fact, if I did a 2 a.m. gathering, it would be close to sunrise already. All right, so we'll scratch the sunrise idea. My math is usually a little better than this. I'm sorry. It's been a long week. We finished our doubleheader in Saratoga, and it was like an 8-hour drive to get home. Finally, I couldn't do it. I finally at 4 a.m., 3:30 a.m. I had to call Uncle, and I had to pull over and sleep for a few hours. So I didn't get to cook my baby's breakfast, but I did get to hang with them all Monday, all yesterday. I was a little bit of a zombie, but it was good. It's good to be home. Okay. I recognize it's got to be annoying for some of y'all that come on to these gatherings wanting to hear music, and I just shit around and talk with you for the first half hour. Tell you my life story. Oh, where's my little thing? There it is. Still working out the kinks on this old Gibson. And it still needs to be set up a little bit. But I love the guitar. I gotta remember the details about this thing. But I got this on, and never do this, by the way. I bought this guitar on eBay, sight unseen, right? But it's like an old 60s Gibson acoustic guitar that I was hoping it played like it sounded, a little beat up and dried out, and I just have been loving playing it. All right, well, this is a song called Tightrope Walker that I've been excited to record for a long time, and intimidating because in Austin, Texas, because we were literally recording with one of the best keyboard players I've ever played with, and I play keys on this song. And to his credit, our producer, Gordy, said, you know what? Just play what you usually play, And when I did, he was like, let's record that. He's like, you don't sound like a piano player, but like the cool part about the song is you don't sound like a piano player. Like, you are doing different things with your fingers. Sometimes artists that don't really know how to play the piano differently than people who do know how to play the piano, right? And I like that. And I love how the song came out. I love how the recording came out. And I think it's got a really sweet little soul to it. And it takes place in the metaphor of, right, being an acrobat in a circus. Just trying to hold on for dear life, which is how my life feels. Oftentimes, most days. Sometimes that can feel glorious, and sometimes it can just feel scary. Closing my eyes, I'm dreaming of someplace instead of torn up and lost in the sky. Everyone loves a good make or break story. Here I am, no place to hide, and I don't look down. Think about falling the ground to start calling. I don't look down. World, the big talkers make way for the tightrope walker. Deep down, hey, hey, hey. My neighbors out smoking, Joe on the curb, talking about Fenway last night. Reminds me of all of my friends and all stories, the best ones packed full of lies. And I don't look back. Think about falling the ground to start calling. I don't look back. In a world of big talkers make way. I lie to myself, I lie to myself. Know this looks like these tumbling, tumbling. Lie to myself. I need to believe just a little bit longer. Someday I'll look back on all of my failures, the lessons I should have learned. I hope that the mirror says the scars on my face, the signs of things I have earned. And I don't look down. If you think about falling the ground to start calling, I don't look down. In a world of big talkers make way. Don't look down. Think about falling the ground will start calling. The dawn look down. deep it down, yeah. At some point, I'm going to get a piano in this room. You know what I'm saying? This house up here in Maine needs a nice little piano. Or a nice, like, good keyboard where I can get all the good sounds that I want. It's pretty amazing. I have this little room on the corner of the house. I have a couch and some studio equipment, and it all feels a little look. Oh, thanks for the claps and the love. It all feels a little, especially for a guy like me who has certainly not had the fairy tale journey. It all feels a little fairy tale to me. I got 2 healthy kids, and I'm living in a little fishing village in Maine by the water, and on top of getting to be a musician and have this inspiring community surrounding me, right? I've got this cool home life, and on top of all of that, my house is even big enough that I have a little space for myself here to play music. Like, you know, there are a lot of things certainly about my life that are, right, the harsh reality of my choices sink in. I mean, you should have seen me trying to slap myself awake at 3 a.m. driving home last night. And look, I talk about my late night drives to get home to my babies all the time, and people really do worry about me, and I do appreciate that, so I should just shut the fuck up about it all. I don't drive when I get tired. I mean, let me rephrase that. I'm tired all the time, but I've probably played 15,000 shows and driven to 15,000 gigs, and I know when, at this point, I'm getting tired. Like, okay, you're gonna be unsafe if you try to push it at this point. I'm good about that. And I remind myself that missing a morning with my little girls is a lot better than missing the rest of their lives. So please, for those of you that hear me yap about my late night driving, don't worry about it. I get a lot of like talking tos after the shows these days, which tells me I should just shut up about it all a little bit. All right, so speaking of shutting up, by my recollection, we have shared 12 out of the 13 tracks that are going to be on the Austin recording, the album that will probably eventually be called Revelate. This is the 13th song. It will be, if it gets put on the album, we're not 100% sure that all of the tracks will be put on, but at this point, I just don't like the idea of anything being left out. It just feels like a thing that we did in a space and time, and all the music should go together. But this is a song that was recorded different than the rest of the songs on the album. We waited till after all our work was done. We gathered around one or two microphones with some drinks in hand, and we just played the song and sang it live acoustic. A bunch of us hooting and hollering in the kitchen as well. Made for just a really, really, really fun vibe. This would be like the bonus track. This is the track on the album that does not take itself too seriously. Your kisses were sweeter than honey. Your touch, it was softer than snow. There's a lot we were sharing. Now I got something flaring, and I'm calling just to let you know. I was positive, I was negative for a long time. Woke with pain in my head, felt this thing in my chest. Took me a test, now I'm positive instead. Now I am a man of the countryside. There's no place I won't dare to roam, but I ain't being fictitious. The shit out there's vicious. From now on, I'm just staying home. I was positive, I was negative for a long time. Woke with pain in my head, felt this thing in my chest. Made a test, now I'm positive instead. Now this is obviously a COVID-inspired song, but that is not how the song started off. I was at this tiny little, we got invited to this little hippie festival in Kentucky, in the hills of Kentucky. There might have been 150 people at this festival. It was awesome, loved it. The people that booked us there, I asked them on our way there. This was years ago. This is years and years ago, back in the Turtle days. I asked them if they had a place for us to sleep, and they're like, yeah, we got you, man. And we got there, and we had been on the road. We'd been on the road for a couple weeks at this point. We were dirty, we were tired, and we got to the festival, and we set up to play the show, and we finished the set, and we asked them where our place was. We just thought maybe they had blocked out a hotel nearby, or there was a house or something around the corner, and it was like a lean-to in the middle of the Kentucky wilderness. And my guys took one look at that lean-to, and they were like, fuck. And I was like, guys, it's all good. There's a hotel in the town, probably a half hour away or something like that. Y'all go get some decent rooms and a decent night's sleep. But I'm gonna hang in the damn lean-to. And I went back to the festival, and calm midnight. The music had ended, and it was just a bunch of people sitting around a campfire, hanging out, playing music. All the other scraggly musicians that didn't mind sleeping in lean-tos. At one point, I was hanging out with this mandolin player, and I still gotta find out his name, because he's gotta get some writing credit on this song before I release it, and I don't know how I'm gonna track him down, but I'm gonna figure out a way to do it. But we were sitting around the fire at probably about 2 or 3 in the morning, and we came up with this idea, right? He's like, I had this idea about this song about herpes. And I was like, why would you have an idea about a song about herpes? And he said, well, it's, I was positive, I was negative for a long time. And from there, we just started giggling and we started writing, and we had the idea for the chorus for, and then years later, I remembered it. I mean, I remembered that chorus that we had written together that night. I'm sure he does not. But years later, we were on tour. It was like, I think it was 2021, and some of you will remember this. It was January or something. And, a week into the tour, I got COVID. I got COVID in Nashville. My damn friend Clint gave it to me. I had to miss the recording session for Hold Each Other Now, the song that John Oates was recording. He had scheduled a Nashville recording session with a bunch of awesome players, and we had our band tracks that we were flying in from Boston, and I had to be there via Zoom. I was so fucking pissed off. I was so bummed to miss that. Had to send the band home because I had to quarantine for however many, 10 days, and that kills the tour right there. Found myself in Montgomery, Alabama, quarantining in this little Airbnb apartment that my friends Elizabeth and Rick set up for me. And I was like, you know what? I want to finish that positive on positive song. Well, I love you like sunshine, my darling. I'll drink every toast to your health. But unless you are meaning to do some real quarantining, you can keep them sweet lips to yourself. I was positive, I was negative for a long time. I woke with pain in my head, felt this thing in my chest. I took me a test, now I'm positive instead. I was positive, I was negative for a long time. With the pain in my head, felt this thing in my chest. Test now, positive instead. Yes, I'm positive instead. I'm gonna play this one for a buddy of mine who had surgery today. I hope he's doing all right. Hope you're doing all right, brother. You caught me in a sideways glance. I didn't have a chance. You pulled me in like fish in wire. Touching me, it felt like fire. Used to think I couldn't lose, that my love was mine to choose. I'm a wreck, yeah, I'm all stuck. You're just my luck. You're just my luck, yeah, yeah. I wonder if I deserve well, you hit me when you threw that curve, when you made my body shake. It must have been my mistake. My dreams used to be a surprise. Now you're all I see when I close my eyes. I'm a wreck, yeah, I'm all stuck. You're just my luck. You're just my luck, yeah, yeah. Need sun, I get head. Cold heads, false false tales each time I Now I know it was my heart you stole. Turns out I never really had control. Never made that foolproof plan. Now I'm helpless under your command. I never knew that it would feel like this. If you said I could erase one kiss, wouldn't do it for $1,000,000. You're just my luck. You're just my luck. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. You're just my luck. Cheers. I lost my voice on Sunday. Pretty bad. The doubleheader. It's just a weekend and not a lot of sleep and a lot of playing. By the way, speaking of which, on Friday morning, I wonder if it's archived somewhere. We had a blast hanging out with Greg in the Morning Buzz on Rock 101 Radio in New Hampshire, and a bunch of their other stations that they stream their show on. Those guys have been so wonderful to us, and right, unlike most radio shows where you like go in and you play a song or two and they talk about whatever show you have coming up, and then, you know, at this point we've known each other, me and all those guys, you know, Greg and Kayla and Roadkill and Laura and Kelly. I mean, it's they have this family, and their family has become a part of our family, and it's awesome to get to come and hang with them for a little while. We talked a little bit about the album. I brought Karina and Alex with me. That's how our weekend started, by the way. Friday morning at 8:30 a.m. We then went down to Manchester. We loaded in midday, and we rehearsed with Nash, our bass player for the weekend, right, for like 3 or 4 hours before we even played that first show. Bolted to Oswego, New York, which was cold as shit. It got cold again this weekend. That bummed me out. Oh. And then the doubleheader on Saratoga. By the end of the weekend, I had lost my voice. So I'm hoping it's sounding okay for you at least. We're getting through it. Now, I believe I will be in Germany on the day that Mama Luna gets released. But it is our latest band release. I know I've been talking a lot about the full album that we just recorded in Austin, Texas, but that this is disconnected from that entirely. We went into Boston and recorded this tribute to the passing of Harry Belafonte. Tribute to Harry. We recorded it with Josh in Boston. We love the recording. We've been waiting for a window release it, and April 4th, it's coming out, Mama Luna. And so I brought the mandolin tonight in from the van, because I'm not gonna have it out there. This is like kind of my last chance to play it before it's released and out in the world. I hope that you all, wherever you may be, feel like going on to your favorite streaming platform and taking a listen when this comes out. And I haven't gotten on my soapbox about this in a little while, so I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try and do it briefly, all right? Because I feel really strongly about this. There are a lot of people out there, especially people that support independent artists like me, that feel like streaming platforms have really hurt a lot of audiences, or a lot of artists, especially the small artists. I respectfully disagree with that. For me, streaming platforms have been an amazing way for people to be able to hear our music that wouldn't otherwise be able to hear our music. We are not a band that has a record deal. We are not a band that you're going to hear on the radio, most radio stations at least, right? Our friends at the Morning Buzz aside. You're not going to hear our music on the soundtrack of a big movie release or a TV series. Maybe someday, but not today. Not today. Streaming platforms have created, right, a world in which you can be out there and you can hear the name of an artist from someone you care about, and within 2 clicks, you can be listening to that artist's entire catalog. How fucking awesome is that? The only way our music's ever spread throughout the world, the only reason I'm going out to to Germany in a couple days, is because people have spread the word person to person to person. But now with streaming platforms, right, it is a third of the people. Last month alone, there were about 30,000 people that listened to the Adam Ezra Group on Spotify. That's not including Apple Music, right? Pandora, Amazon Music, whatever you're getting your stuff. On Spotify alone, there were 30,000 people around the world just last month that streamed our music. That's pretty cool. About 1/3 of those people came to our music through the algorithm recommending us, right? Which means when you stream our music on these platforms, right, the more people that are streaming us, the more we're getting recommended by the software to other like-minded music listeners out there. It is like a gift. Right now, I just want people out there to be able to listen to us. And it inspires me. It inspires me that these days I can write a song thinking about Harry Belafonte and the contributions he made, not only to music, but to the world. I can share it with y'all in a gathering. Y'all can give me positive feedback and say, this is a kick-ass song, Adam. I can tell my bandies while we're on tour, hey, the gatherers really like this song, and we arrange it on the road. We start playing out. We work out the kinks. In between shows in Boston, we show up at Josh's studio. We track the song, right? And we like the way that it sounds. We release it on a streaming platform, and 30,000 people over the course of the month after it's released listen to that song. What the fuck? That's cool. My point is, right? I know you all. There are some people that just value, right, buying a CD or an album, and they really are down on the spot. Stream our music. Stream away. Stream it on repeat. Go to sleep with the music streaming. The more streams there are out there in the world, the more people are going to be listening to us, and that makes me super excited to think about. Anyways, this is Mama Luna. Mama Luna, hear me calling. Many roads I've come to roam. My hands are tired, my feet are stomping. I am weary, take me home. Up and see the stars we share, far apart and not alone. Sunshine brings another day. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Mama Luna, Mama Luna, Mama Luna, hear me calling. I am lost when I'm away. Feels like falling. I must be gone, I cannot stay. Look up and see the stars we share, far apart and not alone. Sunshine brings another day. I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Mama Luna, Mama Luna. Mama Luna, hear me calling. Listen to my lonely song. My back is sore, the Lord I'm hauling takes me back where I belong. Look up and see the stars we share, far apart but not alone. Sunshine brings another day. I'm coming home. Look up and see the stars we share, far apart but not alone. Sunshine brings another day. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Mama Luna, Mama Luna. Well, I hope you all can go online on April 4th and listen to the official release of that song. It'll do justice to the song in a way that I can't quite pull off on my own with this little mandolin here. Thank you all for gathering with me tonight. It's going to be a pretty exciting week. Rolling through the hills of Germany for 5 shows. 5 shows, 2 gatherings. Now, if you're interested in experiencing something fun, figure out a way to get to New Hampshire the weekend I come back. So, right, not this weekend, but next weekend. I don't know what those dates are. I should know what those dates are. My gosh, I'm going to be stateside on April 4th. So this is, okay, so I was confused. I may still be confused. But if I am not mistaken, on April 4th, is a Friday, that is the day that we are releasing Mama Luna. It is also the day that I am flying in from Germany. I will land in Boston, jump in the van, and drive up to Goffstown, New Hampshire for the first of 5 house concerts that weekend. Friday night, a doubleheader on Saturday, and a doubleheader on Sunday. 5 different living rooms, 5 different homes. I am going to be super shredded, but for those of you that know me, sometimes, oftentimes, those make for just... There's something about being both exhausted and immersed in the art that I get to make that really sometimes creates really exciting, awesome shows. For those of you who know me well, you also know I really love house concerts, that the Get Folked House Concert Tour is one of my favorite things that I get to do each year. So 5 shows in Germany leading up to Friday, and then 5 shows in New Hampshire in 3 days before I head home. We will definitely be gathering from one of those house concerts. I am sure. I'm not sure which one. But I think y'all, if you are New Englanders, especially if you've never been to a house concert before, should figure out a way to get to New Hampshire and get to one of those shows. Or 2. Or 5. Anyone who makes it to all 5 gets a gold star. I don't know if any of them are sold out yet. The weekend after that, I'm back on the road with the band. First show with Poche back. I'm sure in the gatherings to come, I will be talking about all of that. But yeah, so on April 4th, Friday, we might have to stream that one. That might have to be our gathering, April 4th, to celebrate the Mama Luna release. I may be a vegetable that night. Like, insanely jet lagged. I may not even make the show. I don't know. But the hosts were at the Manchester show last Friday, and they were so nice, and we just had a fun time joking about how crazy it's gonna be. Those sometimes are my favorite kind of shows. Anyways, cheers, gatherers. Thank you for hanging with me tonight. Thank you for being a part of this community. Whoa, that's better. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the wind at our back. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May it turn when you're ready to carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glance of God's great design. Some say it's the science of all things combined. May we look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us all we see. hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around in good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we have. For these moments pass lightly and won't come again. May our lives all burn brightly right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up your glass. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the work when the working is through. Let us drink one to me. Let us drink one to you. Let us drink one to those who are with us. Here is to us and all that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around in good company. Here's to the future. Here's to the past. Let us drink one dance slow. Let us drink one time fast. Let us drink one lazy. This night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Oh, here's to the drink that we share. Cheers. Thanks for hanging with me. Please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another. And I'll see you again soon.